Talia's duel with herself. The moody evil's general now stood face to face with her radiant, annoying doppelganger. As the two Talias faced off, a magical ball of energy formed between them, as if the developers had decided to simply recycle Tanos' gameplay mechanics.
Finally! You goody two-shoes imitation. Time to get rid of you and your sparkly Tristan knockoff for good. One-handed. But which hand? Whatever. I'll use both. At the same time. With my eyes closed. Oh, my poor lost replica. We will stop you and your evil, misguided stepbrother. But worry not. We shall do so gently with soft gloves, warm cocoa, and a motivational poster.
Hey, I'm not evil at all. At most, I make bad puns. Okay, extremely bad puns. And every now and then a rehearsed speech that I repeat over and over again. But
Both Talias seemed to be equally strong, and their combined powers formed a dangerous ball of energy. Whoever got hit by that ball would presumably have a very bad day.
I know this one. We have to have our creatures push that thing around. Don't the developers have any other ideas besides push that thing? Next up is sure to be push the energy ball, but this time shoot it into a goal. They'll probably call it Dungeons League. Ha! I am prepared, my sinister doppelganger. My catapults will gently, annihilate you. Lovingly, of course, with lots of hearts. You shall not pass. Well, unless you ask politely. Heroes of light, help me move this ball of energy and defeat my dark twin. Hey, unfair. She has catapults and helpers, and all I have is these stupid... Tristan, help me! And bring something useful this time, not your recipe collection again.
of course I'll help you, even though killing heroes is slowly driving me nuts.
Wuss! Wait, is the ball getting closer? Creatures, aid me! Hopefully better than my incompetent idiot stepbrother. If you have assistance, then I too shall call upon support. Heroes to me! Heroes! Where are you? Are you taking a coffee break?
We'll be there in a flash. It shall be but a moment. I had to polish my armor, and my sword, and my boots. Okay, I may be a little vain.
Ha, ridiculous buffoons! Get them, creatures! Flatten them! But, leave their hairdos alone. They're bad enough as it is. Who cuts their hair? A blind unicorn?
Your little snots have dug into a spider nest. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeons. Payday! A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
Beings of light, storm that dreadful dungeon and destroy the dungeon heart. But please, do so very carefully and clean up afterwards and apologize to those poor creatures. They're sure to be sad.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon. Entities have entered your dungeon from the depths.
payday. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
Watch your fingers and your toes and everything else too, really. Oh, how mean! So many heroes at the same time. It's busier than the bargain table at the summer sales. Where do you get them all? Never mind. I know where to send them. To their graves!
The pensive evil realized that destroying the heroes' camp would definitely help after all. It would be difficult to send reinforcements if the headquarters was nothing more than a smoking crater.
Hold on a minute, Mr. Narrator. That's not fair. You're constantly giving my evil replica helpful tips. Destroy the camp and stuff like that. Well, where's my strategic advice? I'd like some too, with colourful pictures and a motivational quote.
The fact that you're even more annoying than the other Talia is really impressive.
Your throne room is under attack.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Heroes arrived at the Ball of Energy and supported the good Talia, as if they had received an invitation to the Save the Good General Party and had traveled there just for that purpose.
Hey, that's not fair. That's treason. That's mean. Flatten them. Chop them into tiny pieces, like confetti-sized.
An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon. The suddenly strategically awakened evil noticed that the heroes' camp still existed and was merrily producing new reinforcements. Perhaps it should be destroyed, which would mean fewer supporters for the good Talia. Just a thought. Some people think it's great to imitate Sisyphus.
Unfortunately, I have to fall back now and rest. This whole killing heroes thing is more exhausting than I thought. And my armor is chafing. Besides, I need a tea break with cookies and maybe a foot massage.
A gold vein has been mined out.
A number of entities have entered your dungeon through an entrance to the depths.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
A number of entities have entered your dungeon through an entrance to the depths. You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
Your throne room is under attack.
The despairing evil could once again rely on Tristan's dubious help. After all, even bad help was still better than no help at all. The exasperated evil had to watch as more heroes of light arrived, all with the same radiant smiles and the same willingness to heroically throw themselves to their deaths. An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon. A number of entities have entered your dungeon through an entrance to the depths.
So disgustingly good.
More shining heroes reach the ball of energy, ready for heroic deeds, or at least heroic failure with style.
Tristan, get a move on, you lazy bum! Otherwise, I'll stuff a skunk down your sweater again, like on your 16th birthday. Stank for weeks, pee-wee. And the skunk felt insulted.
That's both offensive and motivating at the same time. You're so mean and nasty and... Fine, I'll help you. But only because I don't want a repeat of the skunk incident.
Eliminated an entrance to the depths.
unfortunately, I have to fall back now and rest. This whole killing heroes thing is more exhausting than I thought. And my armor is chafing. Besides, I need a tea break with cookies, maybe a foot massage.
The ball of energy had almost reached the evil Talia. Blowing alone wasn't going to help, although that was probably the first idea that came to Talia and the clueless evil.
Creatures, move! Help me for crying out loud immediately! This is not a drill, and this is not a team-building event either. Save your general, or I'll make all of you work overtime in the office. Doing paperwork.
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
Entities poured into your dungeon through an entrance to the depths. An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon. A number of entities have entered your dungeon through an entrance to the depths. The needy evil could once again call on Tristan for support, if it was willing to put up with his questionable fighting techniques and penchant for dramatic pauses.
Beloved Tristan, I need your help to defeat my evil doppelganger. Hurry over on the double, and with all the glitter you can muster.
Indeed, beloved Talia. I shall soon be by your side. Hold fast!
Entities poured into your dungeon through an entrance to the depths. You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I can't believe we're supposed to be the same person. You are so evil and mean. Ugh, and you stink of sulfur. Sulfur is a very distinguished scent. Better than your meadow flowers and butterflies perfume. That makes me ill and gives me a ugh, furry tongue.
Behold, evil, cunning, and yet incredibly beautiful miscreant! My shining heroes have reached the ball of energy and are now pushing it towards you. It's called karma, or physics, or both, with a pinch of malicious glee. Dearest Talia, I am wounded and must retreat. Yet fear not, it's just a scratch, a most heroic scratch, with dramatic bloodstains.
Oh no! Rest a while, my beloved. I shall wait for you with soothing chamomile tea and homemade heart-shaped cookies.
Barf, gag, blech. That's even more disgusting than the episode with Tristan's first girlfriend. Get me a bucket, 2 buckets, and maybe an emergency doctor too, for my eyes. They've simply seen too much.
It's payday.
Your little snots have roused some lava lumps. One of your creatures is furious and is on strike.
An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon.
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
You have eliminated an entrance to the depths.
You have
The confused evil watched as more heroes marched out of glittering portals, presumably with a to-do list that had support the Talia right at the top.
dong! It's payday! You have discovered a number of lava lumps. Your little snots
The frustrated evil had to watch as more heroes reached the ball of energy. Would this ever end?
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
The suddenly strategically awakened evil noticed that the heroes' camp still existed and was merrily producing new reinforcements. Perhaps it should be destroyed, which would mean fewer supporters for the good Talia. Just a thought. Some people think it's great to imitate Sisyphus. An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon.
Enemies are in the dungeon. Your little snots have dug up a spider. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
A number of entities have entered your dungeon through an entrance to the depths.
It's payday.
You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
The exasperated evil had to watch as more heroes of light arrived, all with the same radiant smiles and the same willingness to heroically throw themselves to their deaths.
Your enemies are in the dungeon. A gold vein has been mined out.
An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon.
Payday.
You have eliminated an entrance to the depths.
You're so disgustingly good. Did you draw little heart tattoos on your cheeks? What's next? Rainbow swords? With glitter on them?
The annoyed evil watched as heroes reached the ball of energy with the determination of people who had just upped their life insurance. The suddenly strategically awakened evil noticed that the heroes' camp still existed and was merrily producing new reinforcements. Perhaps it should be destroyed, which would mean fewer supporters for the good Talia. Just a thought. Some people think it's great to imitate Sisyphus.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. A gold vein is almost exhausted. the dungeon has been discovered. Ding dong! It's payday!
There are enemies in your dungeon.
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon. You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon.
We wiped that village off the map with ease. Ooh, like crumbs off the breakfast table. That was easier than beating Tristan at chess. Although he really is terrible.
Well, chess pieces with tools, safe.
The confident of victory evil should not rejoice too soon. The heroes on their way to the catapults looked significantly stronger, like bodybuilders with halos. This was going to require an army more powerful than a few exhausted creatures or Tristan and his dubious fighting skills.
My heroic guards have reached the ball of energy. It's a sphere of justice, with added momentum and a hint of divine retribution.
avoid the catapults with ease. What do you have to say now, my precious little replica? Now all you can do is pelt others with slingshots or paper aeroplanes with pretty little hearts on them. That was not nice. Actually, that was very not nice. I'm going to tell my mother. Our mother. This whole doppelganger thing is really confusing.
You can say that again. 2 Talias and 2 Tristans. The headaches have me popping ibuprofen like gummy bears.
Tristan! You walking disappointment! Get your armored ass over here and make yourself useful! If that's even part of your limited repertoire. Somewhere between failure and more failure.
Oh, sister dearest, I am seriously battered. Only a little of my radiant power remains. Like an apple with a bite taken out of it. I must fall back and have my shining armor repaired. And perhaps my ego as well. That too has taken some damage.
The suddenly strategically awakened evil noticed that the heroes' camp still existed and was merrily producing new reinforcements. Perhaps it should be destroyed, which would mean fewer supporters for the good Talia. Just a thought. Some people think it's great to imitate Sisyphus.
Unfortunately, I have to fall back now and rest. This whole killing heroes thing is more exhausting than I thought. And my armor is chafing. Besides, I need a tea break with cookies and maybe a foot massage.
An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon.
It's payday.
You have eliminated an entrance to the depths.
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
New reinforcements arrived for the good Talia, complete with sparkling armor and an unshakable belief that friendship solves all problems. Tristan was once again available for heroic assistance, or at least what he considered heroic assistance, although he looked more like a confused intern instead.
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
The frustrated evil had to watch as more heroes reached the ball of energy. Would this ever end?
Look at that wannabe hero with his sparkling armor and perfect smile. I bet you practiced that in front of the mirror with a toothpaste-ad grin. Talk about your hackneyed cliche image of a hero. Barbarous family ties, you know?
A gold vein has been mined out.
The suddenly strategically awakened evil noticed that the heroes' camp still existed and was merrily producing new reinforcements. Perhaps it should be destroyed, which would mean fewer supporters for the good Talia. Just a thought. Some people think it's great to imitate Sisyphus.
Payday. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
An entrance to the depths appeared in the dungeon.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
The good hero's camp lay in ruins. A typical result when one attempts to battle the absolute evil's hordes with optimism and goodwill.
Oh, the shining heroes are kaput already. What a shame. Should we place flowers on their graves? Stinging nettles, perhaps? You wicked villainess! Oh, these poor souls! But the good will not waver and will not fall!
Worry not, dearest. Of course we'll send reinforcements. Lots of reinforcements. It's just taking, a little longer than planned. The heroes have to clean their kit first, and purify their souls, and, gather their courage.
You have destroyed an entrance to the depths.
It's payday. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
The ball of energy reached the center of the map, where traditionally the most important and dramatic events were supposed to take place, as if the map designers had decided that only there could anything interesting happen.
Look at that wannabe hero, with his sparkling armor and perfect smile. I bet you practiced that in front of the mirror, with a toothpaste-ad grin. Talk about your hackneyed cliché image of a hero. Barbarism, family ties, you know?
An entrance to the depths has opened in the dungeon.
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
Of energy approached anonymously close to the good Talia, who suddenly seemed much less confident, as if she just realized that fighting with kid gloves might not be the best strategy after all.
Oh dear, this doesn't look good at all. Heroes! Heroes! Come to me quickly! It's really urgent now. I mean, well, pissy please, with sugar on top and a cherry.
entities have entered your dungeon from the ball of energy was now dangerously close to the good Talia, who apparently just realized that positive thoughts alone do not protect against magic missiles. Who would have thought?
Mayday, mayday, mayday! This is an emergency! A real emergency! Not like the other day when I ran out of flowers. Oh, but this time it's really a matter of life and death!
Heroes of light, to me! Emerge from your golden portals! Yet hurry! I can't hold this dramatic pose forever. It's getting hard on my back.
Shining heroes reach the ball of energy, ready for heroic deeds, or at least heroic failure with style. The ball of energy had reached the good Talia. A dramatic end drew nigh for the doppelganger, an ending so dramatic that we won't show it in the game, but rather in the cheaply made cutscenes instead. Or not at all, because it's too dramatic. Whatever. Roll credits! The magic ball wobbled inexorably towards our protagonist's multiverse counterparts. The light came closer and closer. Would it annihilate them, devour them, cause them immeasurable pain? Unfortunately, the truth is too cruel for us to show, or even mention in a title with our age rating. Nevertheless, our protagonists thoroughly enjoyed themselves. And so we return to the beginning. The two tried to make the best of their situation, however terrible it may have been. And after this adventure, all that remains is the longing to do the same as Talia and Tristan and lie on one of this world's beaches with a cool drink. But some of us have to work, for example, by recording stupendous lines for BAFTA award-winning games. The end.